All right, guys, I just woke up and I'm just like, I know WrestleMania Night 2 didn't happen the way it happened. Tell me it didn't happen the way it happened. I mean, I don't know, Vince, did people in Night 1, did the creative of Night 1 get fired between then and Night 2? I mean, just based off of these decisions, but I'm not gonna lie, they weren't devoid of any great matches, and we'll get into that. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it, and let's get into this. So to start off the night, we had Brock Lesnar versus Otis, and as I said in my post, it was very smart for WWE to have the two matches on Night 1 and Night 2 start off with matches that people didn't expect a lot out of. So I think that was smart. But the funny thing is, this match between Brock Lesnar and Otis was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. A lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, the thing is, for one, I love this version of Brock Lesnar. This is my favorite version of Brock Lesnar. I know a lot of people say early 2000s, but for me, I feel like this version is very refreshing. I love the fact that he feels like he's invested in these feuds. He's invested into these matches. He's willing to sell, and that's what makes Brock Lesnar entertaining. I wasn't a huge fan of the Brock that just walks in and then dominates and then walks away and get paid. I get that was his gimmick. I didn't hate it, but I like this one way better than that one. I thought that one was cool, but this one I liked a lot better. I mean, given here, even in this match, or even in, you know, when they got into the ring together during their segments, even before WrestleMania, he was allowing Omos do a lot of things he'd never let a lot of other people do. And even in this match, when Omos punched him in his back and made his whole body jiggle like the kid off the Goonies, I was like, yo, how did Brock let that happen? And if you see Brock's face at the end of the match, his face was purple, like he like a grapefruit gusher with a ponytail. I was like, this dude allowed Omos to do a lot of stuff in this matches. Brock did a lot of selling, but Brock came at the top. He won, as I picked him as well. And I thought it was it was a fun match. It was short, but it was fun. But it's a Brock match, so I mean, are you really expecting long matches out of Brock? No. If you are, you haven't been watching wrestling. But anyways, so after that match, we had the women's tag team match. So here's the thing with this one. I did not like the way it ended. I'm sure a lot of people didn't like it, but granted, as I was watching it, I think Shayna Baszler got hurt, because when she came out at the end to take the win with Ronda Rousey, it looked like she was limping a little bit. She barely could stand on her foot, and also she had her shoe off. So I'm like, well, maybe they were examining her foot. Something must have happened on her foot during that match, because they were going for a long time. It was like they were like noticeably gone the entire time. And one thing I did notice too is that the fans were kind of dead during this match. And I don't think this match was a bad match. I think people had some great spots. I love how much they got Chelsea Green involved for the comedy, especially the spot where she was standing on top of the turnbuckle. She saw Raquel Rodriguez inside of the ring. She was like, you know what? I'm jumping outside the ring. I'm risking my life instead of standing in the ring trying to fight you. And when somebody try to risk their life instead of fighting you, that lets you know everything. But I loved Sonya Deville, like how she tried to strategize to take down Raquel Rodriguez. I love some of the tag team action here. But overall, because the way it happened, it was just really weird to like see. And I picked Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey to win, but to see those guys, or those women, I'm sorry, be like gone the entire match and just pop up at the end and just win that way, that doesn't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. I hope Shayna Baszler is okay, but I'm hoping that end was decided based upon an injury and not because that was the original booking. Hope it's not something stupid because she lost her shoe or something. Like, it has to be. Hopefully it's because of injury, but hopefully the injury isn't that serious is what I'm saying. I don't want anyone to get injured, but just to kind of save face of what happened in this match, I hope it doesn't. But to me, this wasn't the best match of this night. Probably not the best match of either night, in my personal opinion. But that's just me. After that, we had this match right here. Wait, where's the list right here? Oh, we had the match, the IC title match between Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther. And it's crazy because I remember the Usos calling Sheamus light mayo. That is so messed up, man. But anyways, this match was everything we thought it was gonna be. I loved it so much, man. It was hard-hitting, bruises, welts, chest getting chopped up, people getting kicked in the face, hard-hitting matches. And that is how you do a brutal match without a drop of blood involved. Like, you know, I know people love blood in matches, but I also love hard-hitting matches that don't have to have blood. But dude, if you saw their chest, bro, if you saw their chest, it looked crazy. It was just red. My chest was hurting. I felt like getting a bottle of vapor rub, like just watching these guys getting chopped up. It was like, yeah. But at the end of the day, Gunther wins. I picked Sheamus to win this match, but it made sense for Gunther to win. I mean, it is what it is. Either guys could have won this match, I guess, except for Drew if the contract thing is a real thing. But for me, man, I loved every bit of this match, and the crowd was going crazy, and I love that part too. But these guys right here are incredible. All right, So the match that we had after that one is Asuka versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Now for me, I thought this was a great match. I thought it was a really good match. Whoever choreographed and designed the spots to show how strong Bianca Belair was in this match, they did a fantastic job, man. Because every opportunity they got to show how strong she is, they did a great job. It was like going from a full squat, picking Asuka up, and like it's so many things that happened in this match that I was just like, God, like Bianca Belair is no disrespect intended. She is a freak of nature, bro. She is super athletic. I mean, I know we saw her picking up a whole bunch of different people, like even Otis. Like I get that, but it just blows my mind how strong she is. Now, I did pick Asuka to win this match, and I'm a little disappointed about how this happened because I feel like personally there was no reason for Bianca Belair to win. Also, salute to those little girls that came out in her entrance. They killed it. They killed it because our WrestleMania, I was just like, all right, I understand that this is WrestleMania in Hollywood, but are we going to get those WrestleMania type entrances? I feel like we didn't get a lot of those, but you know, maybe Drew McIntyre a little bit when all the fire came up. That was cool, but Bianca Belair I'm not saying that everybody has to have a full performance when they come out, but at least for the champions that come out, it should have been a little bit better. You know, even with Gunther, like I get that he's very prestigious and having Imperium up there and they were like, Gunther. And I'm like, this dude just did the hardest shimmy ever. But anyways, back to this match. So Asuka versus Bianca Belair, great match. I didn't like how it finished because I feel like there was no reason that Bianca Belair should have won this match. You know, I get that they're trying to go for a run, but sometimes runs are not that important because when it comes to Bianca Belair, I don't hate her. I love her in the ring, but it's like, who else is she going to face? There's no one left for her to face, but that's also the reason why they need to have a mid-card title because they have no one built up to face her. Like the only person I can think of that would kind of make sense is if they turn Mia Yim heel and then have her getting a feud with her, but we all know Mia Yim is not winning that belt. Like I think Asuka, as far as the women who are available, had the best chance of taking that belt off of Bianca Belair. So right now, I don't know what they're doing. She already beat Bayley 100,000 times. So what are we gonna do? What's next? I heard somebody say, oh, they should do Charlotte. I'm like, no, that's the worst thing to do because people are getting tired of seeing Charlotte around the belt. They don't need to have belts involved in order for them to even have that match. I know people believe that would be a good match, and I think so too, but we don't need to have the Raw Women's Championship involved. Like, I really felt like Asuka should have got it the night after Muta just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, one of her idols. She needed to get her win at WrestleMania, and it's kind of disappointed that they went into the opposite direction, but you know, either way, Bianca Belair looked great in this match. You know, I got to give that to her. So after that, we had the Hell in a Cell match between the Demon Finn Balor versus the Brood Edge, the Brood version of Edge. I mean, technically it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. I mean, the entrance for Edge, you know, obviously had the flames like the original Brood, but personally for me, I kind of wanted them to play the original Brood theme song when he came out and hopefully see Gangrel come out with them. That would have been cool. I knew for a fact that Christian Cage wasn't going to show up, but it was cool to see that on the back of Edge's jacket. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And the crystal skull with the wings, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. The disco ball skull on his head was cool. And it was great to see Demon Balor. I mean, the Mohawk, you know, is Judgment Day-ish that he had. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good match, and I thought it was really goofy though. You know, it was really goofy is they had purple and red weapons. WWE, why are we doing this? Like, it'd be different if they were sponsored by somebody and they call it, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it wasn't like that Finn could only touch the purple weapons and Edge only could touch the red ones. It was just random red and purple. And then also when he dug more into there, you end up finding like black chairs and like it was regular weapons mixed in with, like, I didn't get that. But overall, we also saw what happened to Finn Balor. He got hit in the head with the ladder, busted his head wide open. I mean, it was very clear because it was like they weren't trying to put the camera on Finn Balor at all. And that spot that he did the coup de grace right through the table, that made my ankles hurt so bad seeing that. But I don't know. You know, it was a great match. They saved it. I loved it, honestly. But I don't know. It's just, I guess watching NXT growing up, or not growing up, but watching the original gold and black brand of NXT, seeing Demon Finn lose is kind of weird. But I also understand that if they had the regular Finn in there, I think it would have been obvious that he lost. So I think they want that suspense or that thought that it can go either way. So maybe that's why that happened. But hopefully Finn is doing okay. I didn't Google anything about his health as far as what happened last night. So I don't know how you practice catching a ladder without getting hit in the forehead. That I don't understand, but they would have to show me something. All right, so after that match, we had the main event, man. The main event of the night, man. The undisputed universal title match between the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. So this match right here was a great match. It was a great match. Everything got involved. Everybody got involved, from the Usos and Sammy and KO to Solo. Obviously, Solo still has a chip on his shoulder from Cody Rhodes telling him that he's not ready. So he's like, I'm going to make sure that you don't get what you want to get. And for me, okay, the interest for Roman Reigns was dope. I love that. That interest is pretty cool. I think that was a better way of using the orchestra than what Seth Rollins did when he had the composer come out and try to get the fans to sing along. You know, it didn't really feel that interesting to me, but I thought it was dope. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a great match. The storytelling for Cody to use the bionic elbow, for him to use the figure four leg lock, for him to use the pedigree, to use moves from legends to try to beat Roman Reigns. I thought that was dope. Because he was like, I have to try something new, because every time I try something, Roman Reigns has a response for it, and it's knocking me out every time. Now, for me, I'm with most people. I don't understand the ending of this match. It made no sense. Why did Roman Reigns have to win this match? And I'm not a person who's like, if I don't get what I want, if people don't win that I picked, then I'm going to be upset, because I picked Sheamus to win that IC title match and he didn't, and it makes sense. My issue is if they have another person win and it really doesn't make sense, like Bianca Belair and Asuka. Why Bianca win that match? So to have Roman wins this match, it deflates everything that was built up by Cody. Like, what is there next? You know, are we going to go into a feud with Cody and Solo Sikoa? Is that what's going to happen? Because I feel like that's what they're going to do next. I pray to God that they don't try to makeshift a 3-on-3 tag match between KO and Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa. If they do, my TV is going out the window. So I don't know, man. I don't understand that pick. I don't know who else is going to face Roman Reigns. I know the plan is to try to, I don't know, but I believe, like I said before in one of my videos, I believe the plan is to have it happen at SummerSlam so Roman Reigns can get his 1,000 days, and then Cody can also win his championship. But the thing is like, it's not going to mean as much, I guess. But maybe over time, as time goes by, maybe we'll forget about this night and it's going to mean a lot more at SummerSlam than it is tonight. And hopefully they end up in a match where it's just Roman and Cody Rhodes, where there's no one at a ringside. It has to be one of those type of matches so Cody can beat him one-on-one and clean. He'd be the only person, you know, who can beat him clean one-on-one with no involvement of anyone from the outside. That will be great to see. And then Roman gets his 1,000 days. I know they're very big on runs, so that kind of has to happen, man. I heard somebody say something about the fact that they want to see Seth Rollins go against Roman Reigns. I think that would be cool to see, but I don't know if that's the time to do that yet. Unless, I don't know. I don't even want to entertain that. You know, it's a great idea, but I think it's bad timing. That's what I believe it is. But anyways, overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. Personally, I like night one a lot better. But I think this was a pretty decent match. It wasn't, pretty decent night. It wasn't terrible at all. But you guys let me know, what was your favorite matches? What matches were you excited about the outcome? Which match were you disappointed about the outcome? I'm pretty sure that we were on the same page as far as the disappointment part. But thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.